Hey, Charlie guys, what's up? Okay, fine. So you can call this maybe an update on the previous video I did about the fact that banks should be stopped from charging for bank to wallet transfers. Okay. Um, I've heard some arguments. I spoke with some banking, experts. And as a matter of fact, even not just bank, but then some technology experts as well. There are two schools of thought on this. One thinks strongly that the banks are not incurring any costs whatsoever in doing a bank to wallet transfer, because the money usually sits in the same bank anyway. Because if there's money in my bank account, okay, and then I'm transferring some to my wallet, all they do is a ledger kind of movement. So the money will be my bank account will be debited, but the money still stays with the bank, because what they did is the digital. It's not as if they moved cash. You understand? They didn't move the cash. It's just a ledger work. So the money is still with the bank. So that is one school of thought based on which I made my first video. Now there's another school of thought which says that there are various banks behind all mobile wallets. So your mobile wallet that you are using now, your bank account, and maybe you have your own bank account, but you want to send money to your mobile wallet. But maybe your mobile wallet, the bank that is behind your mobile wallet, because each telco have assigned each wallet to a particular bank. So maybe the bank behind your mobile wallet is not the same bank that you are saving with. So when you are transferring money from your bank account into your mobile wallet, the money might still be moved to the bank that is behind your mobile wallet. You understand? The bank that your mobile wallet has been assigned to, and it may be different from where you save. If it is the same, then that's fine. If it's the same bank, then that one, then again, like I said, I don't see where there's a need to be charged for a charge to be applied. But if the bank that is assigned to your mobile wallet is different from the bank where you save, from where you are moving the money, then there have to be some movement of cash. So that's where the transfer fee comes in. But even that, it is the receiving institution that pays, because there is an interoperability fee which is to be paid to the gifts, 0.2% capped at 2 cedis. So and that one is the receiving bank that pays. You see, it is not the sender bank; it is the receiving bank that pays. But there is another twist to this whole thing. There is a payment advisory board at the Bank of Ghana, which sort of like came out with the directives or guidelines in terms of the charges that need to be charged, or the charges that need to be applied to services. And per the Payment Advisory Board's directive, each sender, whether it is a wallet or it's a bank, are allowed to charge anything between 1%. Are allowed to charge 1%, but it is capped at 10 cedis. You see, so all the way up to 1,000, beyond 1,000, whatever anybody transfers, whether it's from bank to wallet or wallet to bank or bank to bank or wallet to wallet, it should be capped at 10 cedis. That is what the Payment Advisory Board has instituted. Okay, so it means that if banks are charging for bank to wallet transfer, it is within what the Payment Advisory Board has said. If mobile wallets are also charging from wallet to bank, that one too is within what the Payment Advisory Board has said. So again, we don't even understand why Bank of Ghana came and stopped what MTN was about to do, what MMFL was about to do, because it is in accordance to the payment, because it is even less, because the Payment Advisory Board has allowed 1% capped at 10 cedis. MTN even said that 0.75% capped at 5 cedis, which is well within the limit, lower than even what other people are charging. You see, so the whole thing, there's a confusion in the whole thing, and that is why the experts behind these things and the regulators, they have sat down for people to play political football with it. Now, some of even me, Capo, I've been getting better clarity. So as I keep pursuing this matter, do you understand? But the import of this video I'm doing now, it's not even about whether banks should stop charging for bank to wallet transfers, because that one we are now clear that, like, as I've told you, payment advisory board has said that they can charge, and that one too, we as a people too can begin to talk. We have to talk about it, and let me tell you what, I know that there's a review going on within the whole payment system. Bank of Ghana is leading the review, because I think they themselves have sat down and realized that some of the things that even they have allowed the payment advisory board to authorize the players to be charging, it may not be in the interest of financial inclusion, and may not be in the interest of the population. So maybe that's why it probably is important for the matter to go to Parliament anyway. So we'll see. Sorry, but the politics being played with it is what's annoying me. That it is e-levy, that somebody just said that somebody gave approval from 2024, so it was done at the MPP. Look, payment advisory board, I don't even understand. That letter that was written in 2024 should have referenced the payment advisory board's directive. If it had referenced that payment advisory board's directive, nobody will be here saying, because it is in the law, it is in the directive that these people are operating with. But the problem which Bank of Ghana has sat on and has been failing for all these years is that a lot of the banks charge that 1%, they charge beyond the cap of 10 cedis. A lot of the banks charge beyond the cap of 10 cedis. Initially, I said I didn't want to mention any bank, but I'm going to give you an example just for you to realize what I'm saying is true. My own bank, SG, when you do a transfer from FG, from wallet to bank, from bank to wallet, they stick with what the payment advisory board has said. They charge you 1%. Once it gets to 10 cedis, anything beyond 1,000 cedis, when you transfer anything beyond 1,000 cedis, they still charge 10 cedis. So that is obeying the cap that the payments advisory board has set. But just yesterday, a friend of mine did a transfer of 2,000 cedis. We intentionally sat down and we just did a trial. We did a transfer of 2,000 cedis from a Zenith Bank account to an MTN wallet. 2,000 cedis. Zenith Bank charged 20 cedis. Zenith Bank charged 20 cedis. And Zenith Bank is not the only people committing this crime. They are not the only people committing this wrong. A number of the banks are doing same. And Bank of Ghana, if they say they are not aware, I beg to differ. They are very much aware. As I'm talking to you now, there is a review of the entire payment fees in the entire ecosystem going on. But I am saying that even prior to the review, a lot of the banks, but in particular the banks, they don't follow the payment advisory board's directive to charge 1% capped at 10 cedis. Some of them charge 1%. So if you transfer 3,000, they'll charge you 30 cedis. If you transfer 2,000, 20 cedis. Instead of capping it at 10 cedis, no. If you transfer 5,000, they charge you 50 cedis. That's what they are doing. And Bank of Ghana has kept a blind eye on that. They say they are doing a review. But it is important that we point out that whilst Bank of Ghana is pretending to seek our interest by stopping MMFL from capping 0.755% and capping it at 5 cedis, they have sat down and allowed banks to be charging beyond the 10 cedis cap all these years under our noses. God bless.